These pieces of shit are driving down or stabilizing home values either, because of comps. It pushes the value of older homes that do have real outdoor space and layouts even higher because you get so much more quality of life out of them. I fucking hate modern neighborhoods. Story 5. I have a few that are kind of obscure and irritate my sense of. I don't know what to call it. It's when a functional architectural feature evolves to be decorative, but in an incongruous way. The first is storm shutters on the sides of windows that are clearly too small or, more rarely, too big. I always imagine the shutters in the closed position and wince envisioning how they wouldn't do their job. They would either leave a big portion of the window exposed, and they wouldn't latch together, or they would interfere with each other and be equally useless. Another irk of mine is something I see in certain brick and stone facade McMansions built in the last 20 or so years. I'm talking about having a keystone set above a horizontal, non-arched, window or doorway. I get that it's decorative, but the whole point of a keystone is to lock in the other stones that form an arch and enable that arch to bear a load. A keystone in a horizontal array wouldn't lock anything or allow for any loads. It's pointless. The last one is roll-up residential garage doors with non-functional pull handles affixed to the front, as if it's an old-style bifold door found on an old shed or carriage house. These are often accompanied by antique-looking iron strap hinges on either side that aren't really attached to anything other than the door itself. Story 6. Those light fixtures that are like a bare bulb surrounded by thick metal bars in a cube or some three-dimensional shape. It's like they took the DIY/industrial trend of the early to mid-zeros and then tried to make it look fancy. But it just looks weird/terrible, gray everything. When we moved, the paint store lady kept pushing the cool grays on us, saying we don't want warm/no one does warm. I know what I like and don't like, lady. Giant clocks. Anything with words, but particularly those signs that have a bunch of different fonts and different sized words and say something mind-numbingly stupid. Track lighting/pot lights. When people paint wooden built-ins white in old houses. Kills me. Story 7. Carpet. Anywhere in a house. When I ripped out the last of the carpet from a staircase in my house, I collected ice cream pails of dirt and dried up glue and fuzz, and I don't want to know what else from underneath it. Ugh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies knowing that I could be walking around on decades of mine and other people's filth that vacuuming can never truly eliminate. And so often, at least in older homes, there is hardwood underneath. Sure, you might have to do some refinishing, and maybe it creaks a little, but the character is worth it. You can always buy a rug, washable and replaceable, or do like I do and wear some slippers if it's cold on your feet. I'm also not a fan of split-level homes. You walk in and boom, first thing you see is just a ton of stairs, usually carpeted nauseated face. You're never really upstairs or downstairs, just kind of halfway up or down. And then your deck is dangerously high off the ground, and your lower-level windows are right at ground height for burglars. Story 8. My dad had a split level when I was growing up, and I hate them. Downstairs was just a big empty room, plus the laundry and garage. They crammed all the tiny bedrooms and the living space upstairs, so not only could everyone hear everything, but you had to haul everything up and down the stairs no matter what. Laundry? Haul it down and back up. Groceries? Haul them up. Anything you need to load in or out of the car? Going to be hauling it up and down the stairs. Bonus points for a vaulted ceiling over the stairs and living room for extra echo of all the noise. Thankfully, my current house is reasonable with entry and living space on the ground floor, and bedrooms on the upper floor. I will never ever again do a split level.